be good before marriage. But let me tell you, stop bringing your holiness to marriage. Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Welcome back to Natalies niche. I am so excited to have you guys back on my channel. Okay, like you can see the excitement, right? But anyways guys, today the topic is it's a steamy conversation. Okay, so we're going to be talking about intimacy in marriage, right? Before and after having kids, right? As you guys all know, I have an amazing, handsome, cute 2-year-old, right? But I just wanted to discuss and talk about this because I feel like there's a lot of things that has since changed since we've had our son, right? So I really wanted to discuss this issue of intimacy in marriage, right? But anyways guys, if you're not yet subscribed to my channel, what are you doing? Okay, please make sure you subscribe. I film videos on faith, fashion, and lifestyle, and mostly motivation and just day-to-day topics about, you know, actually living life and becoming better in, you know, in different areas of our lives, right? So guys, I know you guys are here for the tea, okay? Let me just take my tea, okay? The tea is good though. the tea is good, guys, okay? You gotta stay till the end of this video, okay? About intimacy in marriage in general, right? And being closer to your partner and being, you know, aware about them and them being aware of you in an intimate level, right? We're going to talk about that, but I'm also going to go in the effect of after you have kids, right? We're going to talk about that later, right? So let's start from marriage, right? Marriage, let me tell you, marriage is a beautiful thing, right? Preconception out there is like, you know, every day you see couples just divorcing, right? Every day, this one, that one, right? And it makes you wonder, like, should people still be getting married, right? But I really want to talk about intimacy because I feel like intimacy is a really huge part in marriage, right? Apart from God, number one, right? And you actually making the decision to be together. But intimacy, I feel like it's so important. So how do we build this bond or constantly build this bond with our partners? So guys, if you're newly married, this video is for you. If you're just in the middle of, you know, your marriage, this is for you. If you feel like, you know, you've been married for a long time and you just feel like, well, I don't know what's happening, you know, intimacy isn't, you know, continuing to grow, it's just stagnant, it's just dead, right? This video is for you, okay? One thing I'm going to start with is that intimacy is not just in the bedroom. It's not just in the bedroom, because I know when I say the word intimacy, a lot of people might just think of, you know, the lovemaking, right? But I've come to realize that intimacy starts from your conversations, your day-to-day conversations with your partner, right? You wake up, oh babe, how's your day? What's going on? What do you want for breakfast? You know, actually showing that you care for your partner it's the first way to juice them up. Like, hey babe, what do you want for breakfast? Like, can I cater to you? Can I cater to you? You know what I mean? So starting off your day like that, making sure that in your daily basis, you're actually letting your partner know that you care for them, right? That is where your intimacy starts from. I feel like sometimes we just focus on the bedroom. Oh, babe, we are going to do today, right? And you just feel like that's it. No, your intimacy starts from what you do in your daily basis with your partner, letting your partner feel loved, feel appreciated. I've seen the way my husband reacts when I actually wake up and I make breakfast for him. I see the way he smiles at me, the way he looks at me. He's like, I married that woman, right? So that's where it starts. That's where the juiciness starts, right? Another thing I'm going to say is that your intimacy starts from, you know, statements you make to your partner, right? The conversations you have with your partner. Even when you guys are having maybe a little argument, how you talk to your partner. That is where intimacy starts. People are wondering why, you know, you get to the other room and there's no juice for you people to do. You know, you just feel like, let's just force it and do, right? That's because your partner might be remembering what you had said during the day, or what that you might have said that might have made them feel, you know, unloved, you know, things like that. So you should be very mindful the things you say to your partner, how you talk to your partner. I'm saying this because I feel like God has really been teaching me in areas like this, like, you know, the way I talk to my husband, right? When you talk to someone with love, they are able to give you love, right? They are able to be intimate with you. They're able to share bonds and beautiful moments with you, right? So one thing I'll say to you guys is to make sure that you're very mindful of, how you talk to your partner and with your partner during your daily basis, because it affects how your intimacy continues on. Third tip I'm going to give you guys is to make sure you build moments with your partner, like build moments, beautiful moments, right? Stop just, I think like once you just get married, a lot of people just think once you get married, you are inside the house, you cook morning, afternoon and night. You will have conversation about money, paying bills, life issues, and that is it, right? And you go to bed, right? Maybe you have date night once or twice, right? Okay, I'm gonna come here with this third tip. Build beautiful moments with your partner throughout, even weekly. Plan weekly moments that you can spend with your partner. So I shared in, or I think that's a video that's going to come up next. I shared how I actually got this foot massage thing from Amazon that I've been doing pedicures with my husband at home. So I started that. It was just a thought that came in my mind that, I was talking to God about my intimacy in my marriage and how I wanted it to continuously grow, right? And God was like, build moments with your partner. So I was like, okay, how can I make my husband feel special? So my husband doesn't go to the spa with me. I've always like asked him, can you come? Let's go do your pedicures and stuff like that. He's like, I'm not interested in somebody else touching me, doing my leg and stuff like that. So I was like, okay, do you mind me doing it? And he was like, oh, I don't mind. So I bought the items, I bought the things that I needed, and I began to do it for him at home, right? Trust me, like as I'm doing it, he's feeling loved. But in that moment, as I'm being delicate with him, as I'm touching his legs, as I'm, massaging him and all of that, like it also builds a love in my heart for him, because I'm like, I love this man. I really love this person. Like, I really love you, right? So it builds your intimacy, creating little moments like that with your partner, right? Another way I'm going to say is look for habits or hobbies you guys can do together, right? It might not necessarily be something you love to do all the time, like biking. Okay, so biking is something my husband loves to do. Like morning, afternoon, night, he can do that. My husband is a very athletic person, but I'm not, okay? But I was like, okay, I'm trying to lose weight. I'm trying to work on myself, right? I'm trying to work out, right? And my husband loves to do this activity. So why don't I, make it a date night or a date theme for us? So our son just started daycare. So I was like, okay, the time our son is at school, I'll just use that time to go biking with my husband, because he gets off work on Fridays earlier, right? So trust me when I say that biking with my husband, an activity that I hate, an activity that I used to detest, right, is something that has built our intimacy so much, right? He enjoys the fact that I could continuously try. Like if you see me rolling up, like we go to the park in Austin and then we're riding, right? We're going and like my husband's all the way in the front and I'm at the back, and he's like, babe, why are you still there? And I'm like, babe, I'm coming. The laughters, the little joys in between and all of that. Like it's something that is so special, right? I wouldn't take that away, right? As much as it's an activity that I don't like to do every day, it's an activity that I don't mind doing sometimes, but it has really built our intimacies. So what are the things your partner loves to do, right? Or what do you love to do that you can introduce to your partner that you guys can do together, right? My husband, loves biking, and I've started to love it, right? It just makes me look at him and I'm like, boy, you fine. Boy, you fine. You are fine, okay? So find activities you can do with your partner. Stop staying at home every weekend. You go to work Monday to Friday. You are still at home in the weekend. You are not doing anything with your partner. Try to do something with your partner. Find how you talk about your partner. Why do you think this matters, right? The way you talk about your partner really reflects how you feel about your partner, right? So I was talking to a co-worker. She said to me, oh, I love the way you speak positive about your husband. It's so amazing. It's so nice. I love how you talk about your husband like that, right? And in my mind, I'm like, I don't understand. And she said, yes, because a lot of women speak with so much hatred for their husbands and resentment. These like, oh, leave that man. Like, oh, please, that man. Please, I beg. You know what my husband did today? Things like that. It's important that you always speak of your husband in love, or your partner or your wife in love, right? Because, why do I say this? Because it reflects how you go home to them, right? Imagine me at work just resenting my husband every day. Oh, do you know he did not buy gas for me today? Can you imagine that? All of that. And you are meant to come home to this person, right? It doesn't add up. It does not add up, right? So it's important that you make note of how you talk of your husband, your wife. It's important to know how you talk about them. Another thing I'm going to say is to compartmentalize your life. This English is too much for my brain. Oh, Jesus. Compartmentalize your life, okay? Yes, we will learn English tomorrow. Guys, I'm sorry, I'm Nigerian, okay? The accent is coming out. I'm trying to be fune is not working, okay? But anyways, let's keep doing fune. What I'm trying to say is that, go to work, right? When you go to work, work is stressful. We all know work is stressful. No one wants to work. We just want to wake up and be billionaires, right? Work is stressful, but do not bring that mentality with you back home. And do not share it with your partner every second. Your husband is checking in on you at work. Oh, babe, how is work? Oh, I'm so tired. I cannot even breathe. When I come back, I will just sleep. I'm not even going to look at anything. I just want to sleep. You're already sending a signal to your husband that you're not going to be in the mood to do anything, right? So in his mind, I'm sure he has locked that part off, like, okay, I'm not gonna touch this woman because she's already told me she's tired, right? And then you come home and you're looking at him, and in your mind, you want to do, you don't know how to ask him, oh baby, can we do? But you are saying, oh, my husband does not even look at me. But you come home complaining every day. I'm tired, work is stressful, work is stressful, right? But in your heart you want to do. It's very, very important that you make sure you compartmentalize your life. Know that your work is your work, and when you come home, your home should be a safe haven for you. It should be a place where you just want to cuddle. Like, who doesn't like to cuddle? Cuddle, hold your husband. I used to be that person when I come back from work. Like, don't even touch me. Don't even look at where I am. Don't even... I'm tired. Don't even touch me, right? But it's important for you to know that your partner is there to comfort you. Use that intimate moment as, you relaxing from work. Trust me, there's nothing more relaxing than love making. Let's just add it there. There's nothing more relaxing than it, okay? Communication. Like, I feel like if you don't take anything out of this video, take communication, okay? Communicating. I'm so adamant on the fact that in marriage it's important for you to communicate to your partner. Oh babe, like, this is what I would want us to work on in our intimacy, like foreplay. Like, I would love for you to spend more time with foreplay before we go into the main course, right? I would like for you to do more main course rather than foreplay. Excuse me, I'm giving you too much tea. I'm not even drinking my own tea. Like, I don't understand. Let your partner know the kind of things you like. I feel like people are too shy when it comes to intimacy, especially in marriage. Like, let me tell you, be a good girl. Be a very good girl, a very good boy. Just like the Bible says, be good before marriage. But let me tell you, stop bringing your holiness to marriage. I think I need to let people know this. Stop bringing your holiness. Holy, you being holy, I single, don't bring it into your marriage. Let me tell you, marriage is where you're supposed to be bad. Where you're supposed to be bad with that love making. That's where you're supposed to be bad, because the Bible says it's okay to do it. I don't understand. Like, why you? I don't want to make him think I'm a bad girl. Inside marriage, you don't. It's now that you are married, you don't want your own husband to think you're a bad girl. My dear, stop it, okay? So it's important for you to communicate. Let your partner know the kind of styles you would like to try, the kind of styles you like when they do it, things like that, right? So it's very important to communicate your likes, your wants, your dislikes, and just let your partner know, because that's how you are able to really enjoy, and your partner as well, or your husband is able to really enjoy as well, right? So one thing I'm gonna just share quickly here is that it's important to enjoy intimacy in marriage. It's important to enjoy it. I'm going to read a verse in the Bible about, intimacy, and just to let us know what, God really wants for us in marriage, when it comes to intimacy. It's the book of 1 Corinthians 7, 1-40. And it says each man should have his own wife and each woman her own husband. The husband should give to his wife her conjugal rights. The Bible says it is right, so rights as in law. Okay, and likewise the wife to her husband. For the wife does not have authority over her own body, but the husband does. Likewise, the husband does not have authority over his own body, but the wife does, right? Do not deprive one another. Do not, except perhaps by agreement for a limited time. Let me tell you, there is instructions in the Bible concerning intimacy. Like, it's right there. The Bible literally tells us what to do when it comes to, intimacy and lovemaking in marriage, right? It's right there. Like, when I read this, I was like, God told us all we need to know. It is a good thing. It's a good thing to really enjoy your partner and let your partner enjoy you. It's a good thing, right? But it says, but then come together again so that Satan may not tempt you because of your lack of self-control. Why? God knows us. God knows our body. We need this thing. We need it. So it's very important for you to enjoy your partner. Make sure you enjoy your partner. So I'm going to go quickly to the part of, intimacy after children. One thing I really want us to understand, especially for the men towards their women, after childbirth, you should understand that your wife has gone through so much. Like, sometimes it's even traumatic for women during childbirth, right? So it's important for you to love continuously, show her that you love her body. A lot of women are insecure after childbirth. I was a little bit insecure after childbirth because I did have a C-section. So it's important for the men to constantly show your wives that this body, I love it just as is it. I love it. Okay, reaffirm your wife's body. Reaffirm the fact that you still love her body. You still appreciate her, right? Reaffirm that fact. I feel like I should scream this. Do not put your children on your bed. Do not co-sleep with your children. Co-sleeping, don't try that thing. I've told my husband, our next baby, they are having their own room. The first day they come home, they are going to sleep in their own room, because that was a struggle for us, because Desi just wants to sleep in the middle, right between me and his father. And I'm like, this is not going to work. I need to turn around and hold my husband, turn around and touch my husband. Like, that in between midnight sleep, that's when things happen, right? But then you are turning, you are meeting a child. How you trust me, whatever you are thinking will fly out of your brain immediately, right? So it's important to make sure that you make your children sleep. If you want to put a bed right beside your bed so that they sleep and they are okay with sleeping by themselves, it's important. Just make sure that you have a monitor always to watch your children and all of that. But I feel like co-sleeping is not a good thing for intimacy. As much as it might be good for your intimacy with your child, when it comes to your intimacy with your partner, not a good idea. I'm gonna say invest in the idea of date nights and having help for your children, so you can actually spend time with your partner, right? Invest in it. My husband finally decided on daycare because my husband works from home. He needs to focus on work, number one. Number two, I work at night, and when I come back home from work, I just want to sleep. Number three, sometimes on Fridays, I just want to go out with my husband without my baby during the day. And it's just been nice being able to invest in that, and, having a really good school system that can take care of our son, a really good daycare system that can take care of our son while we actually date and keep our intimacy, right? So rather than I know a lot of people view it as you're wasting money. I can watch my children now. You hear people say, why will I pay for daycare? I can watch my kids myself, right? Things like that. But your marriage, your intimacy is suffering. Like, let's be having more sense, right? So try your best, okay, to see it as an investment. You're investing in your marriage intimacy, and stuff like that, and also helping your child be more independent. My son has really been more independent since going to the daycare. Like, he has developed so much in different areas as well. So it's also a blessing. Hopefully it's we find better and really good school systems or daycare systems, right? Even if you don't have the avenue to do that right now, maybe ask a family friend to watch them maybe once every 2 weeks or something, so you can actually just spend time with your partner. Even if it's 2 hours to spend with your partner alone, It's very important. It's very important. So I'm going to go to this last tip to end the video, right? I know, especially for people that live abroad, right? I live in Austin, America, right? It is so hard. It is so hard to have childcare, right? So sometimes weekends, we're always with our son, always with our son, right? It's okay to date with your own children too. Like, go out with your kids, and your partner. Like that dressing where you guys dress up, go out. Like, I still find myself being attracted to my husband because, like, I just look at the father he is, how he cares for our son, how he cares for me when we're outside, when we go to restaurants to eat, or we just go downtown to walk around, go sightseeing with our son. I bond with my partner. I bond with my husband so much. Like, those moments are priceless for me. So you can still date with your children. Stop sitting at home. Even while you're at home, game night. I hear a lot of families that have like Friday game nights, and it's like all the family, everyone coming together to play games, and you see them keep this tradition for years, right? It helps your intimacy as well. Date with your children. Stop making excuses, okay? I really wanted to bring this to you guys because I really believe in marriage. I love marriage. I love the idea of marriage. I know that God created marriage for, a good thing, just to encourage anyone that might be going through hard times. One thing I really want to say is that, God is a God of restoration. If your marriage is going through a hard time right now, I just want you to know that God will restore your marriage. God will restore your unit. God will restore the love between you and your partner. So before I end, I don't want to forget this one main fact. Pray about your intimacy. Pray about your love between you and your husband. A lot of times if I notice that 2 weeks don't pass, nothing don't happen, I'm like, God, please let my husband look at me with a look of yearning and love, and let him want me. I pray that my husband will always look at me and always want me. His eyes will always look towards me and not away from me, right? That is an important prayer to constantly pray in your marriage, right? I pray that prayer all the time in my marriage, and I feel like it's an important prayer to pray because the devil is busy, guys. The devil is very busy, and so we always have to cover our marriage, right? Cover your marriage. Pray about your love life. Pray about your love making. Pray about it. If it's not sweet, pray about it. God, please let it be sweet. Trust me, tomorrow that thing will be a banger. Okay, the other room will be a hit. It will be a spice. You yourself be wondering like, what happened? It's your prayer you pray that is working, my dear. But anyways, I just want to say a prayer for anyone right now. I pray that our marriages continue to bloom and blossom, right? I pray that our marriages are blessed, right? And for anyone that's single that's actually enjoyed this video, I actually pray that you meet your partner, right? I pray that you meet that person that will really make you enjoy marriage and not endure marriage, because that is the main goal, and that is what God, wants for all of us. Thank you guys for sticking with me. Thank you for watching this video, and I hope you enjoyed this video. If you want more videos like this or topics like this, please comment down below. Let me know what you would want to see in upcoming videos, and I'll film that video for you. Keep the faith, always look good. Make sure you live your life. Bye, guys.